Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at a couple action figures made by Mego, and these are Dracula and Van Helsing from the Hammer horror films. And these are sort of the iconic roles that were portrayed by Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing in a number of films that were produced mainly, I believe, in the 1970s. And I'm very happy to have both these action figures in my collection. I was a little on the fence initially, looking at these in pictures and so forth, but having them in person now, I have no regrets about picking them up just because they did just an amazing job in terms of the overall presentation of these. You can see in terms of the head sculpt on Christopher Lee Dracula, I think it looks great. They did a good job in terms of the sculpting and the painting. And in terms of the outfit, I think it looks great too. They have these metal buttons and a lot of really nice tailoring on the outfit too. So yeah, I think it looks really good, and I think a lot of credit goes to Rachel Baker in terms of being the seamstress for Mego. She just does an amazing job in terms of envisioning the overall look of these outfits for these characters. So one cool thing about this 8-inch scale Mego action figure is that you end up with all these really nicely tailored cloth goods because they're large enough to go with that rather than sculpted clothing. So it's really nice in terms of having a lot of posability and also a much more natural kind of look to them. Whereas with the sculpted clothing and everything, you don't have as much flexibility in terms of the way the character looks, or in terms of whether or not you can customize them. So whereas with these Mego figures, there's a lot of customizability, and and I love the scale, this 8-inch scale, very much in keeping with the original look for Mego. And in terms of articulation, they have roughly 14 points. These ones do have articulated ankles, as you can see. I don't know if you can see on camera, but yeah, this figure is wearing shoes. These are not, molded feet. They're feet inside of those shoes. So yeah, this does have articulation at the ankles as well. So this has the sort of sculpted monster hands as well. So those are sort of been used quite a bit for various figures in the horror series. So yeah, I think this looks great. And on the back of the package, you can see this sort of fantastic artwork on the back showing, sort of a black and white and red, rendering of Christopher Lee as Dracula. There's also the write-up on Marty Abrams, and also credit given to the various contributors. Freelance, sculptor, and seamstress are all credited right here. This is traditional on most Mego packages to have credit given where credit is due. So very excited to have the Dracula figure, and the Van Helsing figure actually was able to find at retail. I found this at my local Target store, and I was able to pick this up. And this is actually the second version of Van Helsing. I believe there's two versions of this, and this is the later version that comes with the candlesticks. So I don't remember what the accessory is. I think it might be a stake or something on the original version of Van Helsing. I don't think there's any difference in terms of the figure itself, but there is a difference in terms of the accessories. And again, I think they did a great job in terms of the head sculpt. Looks very much like Peter Cushing. And in terms of the tailoring and everything on the outfit, you've got this sort of lifelike fur. And it would have been nice to have sort of metal buttons on this one too. Those are just sort of painted on. But that's a minor nitpick. I think overall, I think it looks great. So yeah, this looks fantastic. And then on the back, you get a nice big picture of Peter Cushing in the quintessential role. Nice big photograph of him still from one of the films. So that's great. And again, the write-up on Marty Abrams, and credit given to the various contributors. So I'm not going to be taking either of these out of the package today, but if you'd like to see what the articulation is like on these, go ahead and watch my Mego articulation guide, where I go over the articulation on various modern Mego figures and show you how they move and what the articulation is like. I'll put a link in the description to that video. So if you want to see how these things move around, just go ahead and watch that video. Really excited to have these figures in my collection. It's been a while since I've been reviewing any Mego figures on the channel. It's not that I, have changed course or anything. I really love these Mego figures. It's just in terms of the distribution and getting them, it's been a little bit more challenging, recently. So, but I have accumulated more of them. I ordered some stuff from Big Bad Toy Store. The stuff arrived recently. And so I will be reviewing several others, including some of the 14-inch figures. I have the Creature from the Black Lagoon and the 14-inch Frankenstein as well. So I will be reviewing those coming up in future videos. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more reviews of Mego action figures in the future, think about subscribing, because I will be covering a lot more of this kind of stuff. Until next time, I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching.